Hey, it's Mazciel, and today I am doing my March TBR. So February went by super fast. Like, I can't believe I'm doing my March TBR now. But like always, I have 4 books that I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. So I'm going to get started. First, I have One Dark Throne by Kendare Blake, and I read the first book of this, and I absolutely love this. I started reading this already, and I'm about halfway done, but I still wanted to include it in my March TBR. I don't know if I mentioned it in the other video that I did where I talked about the first book, but I started reading that one last year, I think, and I didn't really like it. I couldn't get into it, and then I finally committed to reading the whole book, and I absolutely love it. It follows 3 sisters. It follows Arsinoe, Catherine, and Mirabella. So the way that the system in these books work is every time that a queen has children, she has 3 daughters, and they all have different powers. Like, one will be a naturalist, one will be an elemental, and one will be a poisoner. And the 3 characters in these books fall into each of those categories, and they have to kill the other sisters in order for them to be the only queen. And I really like these books. They're kind of dark, but the characters are all very different. I love these. I don't want to give too much away, but definitely go ahead and check these out if you guys love fantasy. I think you guys will really enjoy these. Like I said, all 3 sisters have completely different personalities, which I love. Definitely let me know if you guys have read these. Like I said, I absolutely love them. Next, I have An Enchantment of Revenge by Margot Rogerson, and this was a book that was highly anticipated. A lot of people have a lot of mixed reviews with this. Some people really like it, some people really hate it. And I am excited to read this. It kind of seems like the type of book that I will like. It has fae in it. I love fantasy books, so I am excited to read this. It follows the character Isabel, who is a painter, and in this world, the fae cannot create anything, otherwise they will turn to dust. So they really crave human craft. And since Isabel is a painter, she gets hired to do a painting for a royal, and she makes the mistake of painting emotion in his eyes, which then leads her into trouble. And apparently emotion is seen as a weakness, so this lands her in a lot of trouble. And it just kind of follows her story and also like the fae, and it sounds very interesting, the fact that they can't create anything, otherwise they will basically like disappear. So yeah, I am interested in reading this. If you guys have read this, definitely let me know in the comments down below. It is only 300 pages, so I am sure this will be a very fast read, and I am excited to read this. Next, I have Nevernight by J. Kristoff, and this is a book that I mentioned in my previous book haul. I will leave it linked up here if you're interested, but I am very excited to read this. Like I said in that video, this book has been on my TBR for a very long time, so I am definitely going to get down to reading this one in March. This follows the character named Mia, who basically wants to avenge herself against the people that ruined her life when she was younger. So she attends the school of assassins called the Red Church, and it just sounds very interesting. It sounds very dark, and I love reading books with assassins in them. It is definitely the type of book that I feel I will enjoy. I've heard a lot of really great reviews about this, so I am excited to read it. Next, I have Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, and I have never read a book by John Green. I know he wrote Paper Towns and The Fault in Our Stars, and I just never read them, so I have no idea what to expect with his writing. I don't know if I'll like it, but I've heard a lot of really great reviews about this book. I know a lot of people really like it, so I am excited to read it. This follows a character named Ozza, and she and her friend Daisy are basically trying to find out where this billionaire named Russell Pickett disappeared to, and they're just trying to find out like the mystery behind his disappearance. And there's also a really big reward that comes along with either finding him or any information. But the main thing that I've heard about this book is that the main character struggles with anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorder. So I am really excited to read this. I think that mental health and mental illnesses are topics that really need to be discussed, especially in YA literature. And definitely let me know if you guys have read this or any of the books by John Green. Like I said, I've heard nothing but good things about this book, so I am really excited to read this. So that is it for this video. Let me know what books you guys are going to be reading during the month of March. Let me know what books you're excited to read this year in the comments down below, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye!